Evansville Sports 360 on a very, very, very hot day at Bosse Field. Came out early to watch the Evansville Otters, and we're going to interviewing Rob Calabrese. Rob, pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Let's talk a little bit about what we like to talk about, and that's the baseball journey. What's your earliest memory of baseball?
I would say my earliest memory of baseball was, I think I was like 7 years old, and our catcher didn't show up. I was a second baseman at that time. And I was like the only one who was able to catch the ball at that age. So I got thrown back there and been a catcher ever since.
That is what got you behind the dish from the very beginning.
Yep.
Well, who's the catcher that you really admired growing up? Who did you like to watch, and who was your mentor?
I liked Jorge Posada, you know, just from being from the New York area. Him, Mike Piazza, just two guys that really stood out to me being from that New York area and how they were so successful.
Yankees or Mets then?
Yankees.
Yankees? Okay, Yankee guy or whatever. We're Padre fans. We're still struggling getting over 98. But anyway, I digress with that. So you played Little League then, and you continued to advance as a catcher. High school. How did you play in high school? Was there any really good memories of that time?
When I played high school in Poly Prep it's in Brooklyn, and we had good teams all 4 years. My freshman year, I wasn't really like a starter. I was like a first baseman that time because we had a catcher over me. He was a senior, and so I played like on and off. But all 4 years we won our. It's like a private league state championship.
Okay.
But we won all 4 years of that, so I had a lot of success in high school and built a lot of good friends and stuff, and had a lot of great stuff in high school. College,
where'd you attend?
University of Illinois out of Chicago.
Were you there all 4 years?
I was there for 3.
Okay.
Basically same. I think college was a little different than high school. Because in college I learned how to grow up a little bit, how to become a man, you know, living on your own, away from home. You got to learn how to do a lot of stuff. And I think I got very disciplined in college and kind of just grew up. I mean, my head coach taught me a lot of hard lessons, you know, and I think I learned a lot from him.
Draft day a couple of years ago. What's your memories of the draft?
I'd say a lot of excitement. I was pretty nervous. Didn't really know what was going to happen, and what I expected to happen didn't happen. I had a couple teams that I thought it was going to be them, and the Giants kind of came out of nowhere. So it was very different emotions on that day. I was mad, I was happy, you know, a lot of different stuff going on.
Who called you with the Giants to inform you that you'd been picked?
Well, my scout, he talked to my agent, and my agent got in contact with me, and he's the one that told me. But I was actually, it's kind of a funny story because the round 10 was about to end, and I was getting ready to leave and go out to eat with my family that was over at the time, and I was kind of just sitting there waiting to go, and then my name got called because we had the live stream on, and I was like, oh, okay.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
What was it like playing in the Giants organization? What'd you think of them?
I mean, it was good. I mean, I'd say a lot of ups and downs, but you know, learned a lot and kind of turned the page and ready to move on from them.
What brought you out here to Bosse Field with the Otters?
Well, one of my college teammates, David Cronin, he played in the Otters last year, and he got in contact with me saying his head coach, Andy, got in contact with him looking for a catcher, and it kind of just happened like that. My connection with Dave got me in contact with Andy and went from there.
What do you think of playing at Bosse Field?
I love it, man. It's fun. You know, when we're winning, the crowd gets into it, and just the way the field's made, it makes everything a lot louder, and it's a pretty cool experience.
Last question. What is your greatest baseball memory? Your greatest game that you think you played?
I would say my greatest baseball memory, I was playing in the Northwoods League. It was my sophomore summer, so it was going to be my junior year in the fall. We were playing in the championship, and I hit a walk-off home run in the bottom of the ninth to win the game. and that was a pretty cool experience. You know,
Uh-huh.
never really hit a walk-off home run, and to do it in that situation was something spectacular and something I will always remember.
Awesome, and we hope you have more opportunities here and wherever else your baseball journey takes you.
Thank you very much.
Rob, thank you so much for your time. You're looking for a quality catcher, and believe me, catchers it's a difficult thing to find, whatever, and believe me, this guy can really do a good job behind the dish for you. So thank you, Rob.
Anytime.